great nurses, great prospective service corps members, great final year student members. So I think this is the core of the matter. I would like to use this opportunity to invite the person that will talk about the agenda number 6 and number 8, which is the main briefing session, which is going to be done by Mr. Abubakar Yahaya, Director and Head of Deployment and Redeployment NYSC Secretariat Gombe. Please give him a round of applause.
The provost of the college, Nurse Polly J.S. Doka, PhD, the registrar of the college, Mr. Isa Abdul Mumini, other members of staff of the college, prospective core members, my colleagues, prospective core members, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Very good. Thank you. We are happy to be here. What we are going to do here is part of our activities year round, which we do in all core producing institutions, which this school is one of them. At the end of this presentation, I'm sure all your curiosity, your questions will be answered. But please, in case you have additional questions which have not been answered by the paper presented, please write it down and then ask at the end of the day. After my presentation, I will invite my colleague, the head of ICT, to guide you through the technicalities of registering during online in preparation for the NYC mobilization. I want to start by congratulating all of you that are here. It is not an easy journey. You are about to finish the journey and cap it with the NYC program. You should consider yourself to be fortunate to be part of this program that started many years ago in the year 1973. For us that have read and heard about the reason behind the establishment of this scheme, we know that it was born out of necessity after the Nigerian Civil War to bring the country back together. The pioneer students that were invited for this scheme, a total of 1,364 students from 5 renowned universities in the country: Obafemi Awolowo University, University of Ife, University of Ibadan, University of Nigeria Nsukka, and Ahmadu Bello University Zaria. This number of students were mobilized and deployed to all the parts of the country. Of course, when the program started, parents were not happy about it. The students themselves were not happy because it was just immediately after the Civil War. And this program was to mobilize them from their states far to places that had fought war with their brethren. So people were really against the scheme mobilization policy. But after the first batch, the next one, and the subsequent ones, people realized the importance of the scheme. And we are here today. NYC mobilizes over 1,000 people every year. We have 3 batches, 6 streams that mobilizes core members year round to serve the country. I have a paper here which I'm going to present. Please be very attentive. Where there is need for explanation, I'll do that. And at the end of the day, I would have answered all our questions and our curiosities. We believe, I was told by the provost that you are over 70 or thereabouts. We believe, please, you that are here, you'll be jotting and capturing whatever we will be saying. Thereafter, please relay it to your colleagues. Because the problem we always face, Madam here will bear me witness. She has been to our camp more than 2 or 3 times to sort out problems of prospective core members. The first time she came, we refused to register some prospective core members. She had to come. And then we sorted the things out and we were directed to register by our headquarters due to her efforts. Please, I want you to be very attentive. Most of you that are not here are the ones that will, at the end of the day, go to camps and then start calling for something that they should have known if they were here. So please be attentive, and at the end of the day, please tell your colleagues whatever important thing that you know or you think they should know, please. Now, this exercise that we are holding today is to acquaint you with the historical background of the scheme, which I have started, and then to enlighten you on the ideals of the scheme, and also to prepare you towards a hitch-free service here, and also to acquaint you with mobilization process. I think that's why we are here. Now, let's look at the brief history of the scheme. After the Nigerian Civil War, Nigerians were immersed in ethnic suspicion, which culminated into political turbulence, leading to the Nigerian Civil War of 1967 to 1970. After the Civil War, the then military head of state, in the person of General Yakubu Gowon, who is still alive today, we wish him long life, in good health, decided to embark on 3 R's. That is reconciliation, reconstruction, and rehabilitation, in the spirit of no victor, no vanquish. When the war ended, there was this assertion he made, which is very historic. He said, no victor, no vanquish, because it was war between brothers. So in that spirit, they decided to embark on these 3 R's. That's reconciliation, reconstruction, and rehabilitation. In an attempt to tackle the problems associated with the 3 R's, as well as to meet the yearnings and aspirations of the people in the country, the government, knowing the importance of youth as a dominant force for national mobilization, growth, and nation building, established the National Youth Service Corps by Decree number 24 of 22nd May 1973. This decree was later repealed and replaced by Decree number 51 of 16 June 1993, which is now an Act of National Assembly known as CAP number 84 LFN, that's Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004. Objectives of the scheme: to inculcate in you, the youth, a tradition of industry at work and patriotic and loyal service to the nation in any situation that you find yourselves. To raise your moral tone by giving you the opportunity to learn about higher ideals of national achievements, social and cultural improvements, and to develop in you the mind acquired through shared experience and suitable training, which will make you amenable to mobilization in national interest. God forbid, in case there is need for soldiers to be mobilized within the populace, you will be the first consideration as corps members to be mobilized into the Nigerian army. Yes. And to develop common tie amongst you and promote national unity by ensuring that, one, as far as possible, youths are assigned to jobs in states other than their own. None of you is going to be left in Gombe if you are indigenous of Gombe, except on some reasons, which I will come to that later. Each group of corps members is assigned to work together, is a representative of the country as much as possible. That is, there should be Igbo, Yoruba, Efik, Ebira, Tangala, and others in a group. The youth are exposed to modes of living of people in different parts of the country with a view to removing prejudices, eliminating ignorance, and confirming at first hand the similarities among Nigerians and other ethnic groups. And also to encourage members of the service corps, that's the corps members, at the end of their national service, career employment all over the country, thus promoting the free movement of labor. And also to induce employers, partly through their experience with corps members, to employ more readily and on permanent basis qualified Nigerians irrespective of their states of origin, and to enable the Nigerian youth acquire the spirit of self-reliance through several programs that we present to you during the service year. Now, what are the achievements of NYSC over the years? We have fostered national consciousness amongst our youths We have ensured socio-economic development through the provision of skilled and cheap labor in educational services, health care delivery, traditional community development projects, legal aid scheme, skill acquisition, numerous national and international collaboration between World Health Organization, UNICEF, INEC, road safety, and so many others. And also self-development of participants, among others, promoting labor mobility and manpower distribution across the country, ensuring cross-fertilization of ideas among Nigerian youths, fostering national unity and integration through intertribal marriages. My wife, I am one of the beneficiaries. She was a core member in Gombe here, and I was her plateau officer, and now she's my wife. If not for NYSC, I couldn't have traveled. Yes, I couldn't have traveled all the way to Kogi State to go and look for a wife. So you see the benefit of NYSC. So some of you here that are single and you have not found, we believe during NYSC you will find, and our sisters too will be found during the service here, inshallah. Now let's see who is eligible for mobilization. You know, we have three categories of participants in the scheme. We have those that are eligible to participate actively, and we have those that are eligible but to be given exemption later, and we have those that we give exemption certificate rather, and we have those that we give exclusion, letter of exclusion. Now we'll look at the category that you have fallen, but let's look at the eligibility. Who is qualified to participate in the National Youth Service Corps scheme? If, as a Nigerian, first you have to be a Nigerian, and you obtain first degree or higher national diploma from accredited institution of higher learning, universities, polytechnics, monotechnics that maybe teach just a particular field, and then within or outside Nigeria. Such graduate must not be above 30 years of age at the period of graduation. You must not be above 30 at the period of graduation. When are you graduating, my friend? Which year? 2024. Oh, you graduated. Okay. As at 2024, let's assume November. Let's assume you graduated November 2024. As at 2024 November, if you were 29 years and 11 months, 29 days, you graduated, you will serve even if today you are 50 years of age. But as at that time, 2024 November, you were 30 years and 1 day, then you graduated, you are not serving. You are going to for exemption of service. It is automated. The moment you do online, the system will separate those that are eligible by age and those that are not eligible. It will shift this ones to active service. It will shift this one to exemption. So when you go online, the moment you finish your online, you will see that it will push you to where you belong to. Exemption from service. Graduates from universities, polytechnics, monotechnics are exempted from service on the following ground. Now, these are the grounds that students or prospective corps members are exempted from active service. Exemption simply means that you will not go to camp, you will not wear uniform, you will not enjoy our 77,000 naira. What we'll do to you is that after your online registration, you get exemption certificate after 3 or 2 months. It depends. And this exemption certificate is as good as the certificate of national service, because when you are looking for work, they will not ask you to bring certificate of active service or certificate of national service. They will ask you to bring your NYSC certificate. And once they say NYSC certificate, it includes certificate of national service, exemption certificate, and then exclusion letter. Any of the three you present is okay. Nobody will tell you, why are you presenting exemption instead of, nobody will tell you. They are all certified certificates given by the Nysc. Now, the first reason for exemption is on ground of age. If at the period of graduation you are above 30, you are exempted automatically from service. You will not serve. You will be given exemption letter. So some of us here that know that we are above 30 at the period of graduation, we know that we are exempted. But we know Nigeria. Some of us, because of the economic hardship and other things, we would like to go and serve, falsify our age. Now, let's assume myself now, I come to you and tell you, gentlemen, I'm 25 years of age. My face is saying otherwise. So that is exactly what you are doing. You will now claim you are 30 because you want to go and serve. Of course, you will serve and enjoy the service here. But when you go to look for a job and you meet the employer face to face during interview, hey, how old are you? You will not say your real age because the age on the paper is the one that you give them. You say, I'm 31 years of age. I finished service last year. They will look at you, you're up to 40. They will know that you have built your foundation on lies. They will disregard the certificate. You have automatically disqualified your certificate of national service. And on the certificate of national service, we put your picture, we put your date of birth, and we put your course of study. Before we don't put date of birth, people will lie. And when they get certificate, date of birth is not there. But now on the certificate, there is date of birth. You see DOB, 2nd November 1997. So if you reduce your age, you are killing yourself. That's the first ground, age. Second ground, any prospective corps member that is a member of the Nigerian Army, a Nigerian police, Nigerian security agencies, DSS, NIA, that have worked for at least 9 months, you are exempted from service. It is believed that in such organizations, you are already serving your country. So if you are a member of such organizations, you are also exempted. But civil defense, Nigerian prison service, and others that are alike, you must participate. They are not exempted. So if you are a civil defense, you must serve. Yes. The criteria for exemption for security agencies is that you are to upload your photocopy of ID card of your place of work, and then a letter from your command telling NYC Directorate that you are a member of their personnel. You are a personnel in the organization. Such letter will be uploaded, and then based on that, you will be exempted from service. Even if your age is within the service year, even if you are 25 years of age, you will be exempted, and you will be given exemption letter. You see, that means exemption is a way of respecting our citizens. It's not detrimental to you. It's giving you respect because you are above 30. It is believed that by that age, you have activities here and there, and service will curtail you. So you are given exemption. Go on and do your activities. And this, the third category of people that are not that are given exemption are people conferred with national honors. If during your studies in this school you did something that is recognized by the federal government and they confer on you national honor, MON, CFR, CON, ON, all these things during the period of study, you are equally exempted from service. You will be given exemption because that thing that warranted the government to give you that honor shows that you have served your community. So there's no need for you to come and serve again. So as I said, prison, immigration, custom, road safety, civil defense, they are not qualified for exemption. So these are the only category of people that are given exemption of service. Otherwise, you are all to be mobilized. Now, I also mentioned exclusion. With effect from 2001, graduates of the following programs are excluded from service in line with the federal government policy pronouncements. One, part-time graduates or part-time program, those who attend classes on a part-time basis, e.g., evening classes, weekend classes, etc. Sandwich courses. These are programs that combine periods of academic study with period of practical work experience. Then distance learning, online learning, National Open University, graduates of courses run by professional bodies like ICANN, etc. All these are not mobilized. They are given letters of exclusion. These letters of exclusion with exemption certificate, with certificate of national service, they are the same value. The same value. Now, is that understood very well? You know the grounds for exemption, and you know the grounds upon which you will be mobilized. Now, let's look at mobilization and deployment. Mobilization is collecting your information, and deployment is sending you out to different countries. I mean, different states, not countries. We have not started that yet, but we are hoping that we'll start that. Then we send some of it to Niger, Cameroon, and other countries to go and serve. That's my view. There is nothing in the pipeline like that. Prospective core members, if you were serving core members, I would have said we, but you are not. So I would say prospective core members, what do I say? How do you do your aluta here? What do you say? Comrade? Okay, I say we because you are coming to camp. Then we'll meet there. When I say we, you say what? So we. Yes. Now, with effect from 2014, I started, the registration takes effect from school, they send the list, universities will send the list, then NYSC will sort out the list, send back to the school, they will paste the list on the wall, you go and check for mistakes, you correct the mistakes, they will send back the list, then they will send back mobilization list, and then when it is ready, they will send call-up to your schools, you go and collect the call-up, if your call-up get lost, you are in trouble, you have to write, they send to Abuja, they give you another call-up, that's if you meet up the registration. But with effect from 2014, but see, mobilization process of all prospective core members are expected to visit the NYSC registration site, that is www.nysc.org.ng or www.portal.nysc.gov.ng for registration online. That means from that period of time till date, prospective core members were expected to go online for their registration. This registration is both for full-time and part-time for all the three categories, for either exemption, certificate of national service, or exclusion. All the three categories are to go online and do registration. While the other two, the first one is giving certificate at the end of the service year. The second one is giving certificate, that's exemption, at the end of 3 months. Exclusion is giving certificate, exclusion letter in a week or 3 days' time. Every prospective core member, that is you, is expected to register online. However, those who want to enjoy services are expected to pay 3,000 naira online. That is to enable you print your call-up online and then reprint in case of loss. But please, I want you to get this straight. This 3,000, this is the only time that NYSC charge core members for anything. Throughout your service year, there is no additional payment. There is nothing like any payment. We give you uniform free, we give you food free, we expect the places of primary assignment that they are posted to give you rooms free and pay you additional allowance on that. This 3,000 is to enable you register online and then print your call-up and enjoy other services online. That's the only time you pay. Now, to pay, you need to access the NYSC portal, log in with your credentials, and then navigate to the payment section. You can then pay using Remitter, which offers options like card payment, bank transfer, or USSD. After registration, which includes capturing of biometrics data, each prospective core member who paid for online services will enjoy the following. You will get email and SMS confirming whether you are qualified or not. You will receive your call-up through SMS, email for those that are qualified to serve, or exemption letter, and you print your green card, that's biodata form, and call-up letter online, and reprint in case of loss. You have seamless registration process at the camp. We want you to know, while going for registration, prospective members should have their correct JAM and matriculation numbers, because without the correct numbers, registration cannot be done. You should also have your correct dates of graduation. You should know that if you go to camp by mistake with disparities in date of your graduation, the statement of result given to you by the school, and the call-up letter given to you by Nysc, the date of graduation on both should be the same. If they are not the same, you come to camp, you'll be sent back home, even if you travel and go to Bayelsa. So please, the moment you print your call-up, ensure you check date of graduation on the call-up and your date of graduation on the certificate to see that they are the same. Equally check your name. Your name that is here should be the name that is here, unless they are change of name for married women. If your name is Isa Mohammed, it should be Isa Mohammed. If you have Isa Mohammed here, then here is Isa Ali. You will not be registered. Or Isa Ahmed, you will not be registered. Because Ahmed and Mohammed are two different names officially. Although they are the same name, but they are two different names officially. Somebody who is Mohammed cannot be Ahmed on his documents. So you have to check all these things to ensure that when you go to camp, you don't start calling the school that this is my problem. And their hands are tied. They have to call you to come back before they write to NYSC. NYSC will respond to you. By that time, we have finished registration on camp because it's only 2 days with extension, plus or minus. So it's better for you to, before you start your journey, ensure your documents are correct. Date of graduation, course of study should be the same on board. And then your names, unless there's change of name. Please be mindful of this. This is very, very important. Those who have been, I told you that before 2014, we do our mobilization manually. But after 2014, but see, we started online. Now, there are some that have not been able to avail themselves to serve. And they finish prior to the time that we started online. That means we don't have their information on our database. So any of such, this information I'm giving you, some might not even concern you, but it is good that you know, because you might have brothers that will ask you, they have done lectures to you, what about this and that? Now, for those that have not served, because they refuse to serve, they travel somewhere or they are doing business, and they finish before 2014. That means we don't have their information on our database. What they are supposed to do, they are supposed to go back to their school of graduation, give their details to be uploaded online, then they will be able to do online registration and they will be mobilized. I hope that is understood. Yes. You have to note the following. Only you can do registration. This is the head of ICT. He always faces problems sometimes when some of you will go to do online. These online people, they are only after money. They are only after your money. They don't care whether you do it rightly or not. They have to do biometrics. They will bring that their fingerprint print scanner. You put your hand, you keep putting. If it doesn't capture, he will just do something that will take your mind off what he's doing. He will put his hand and capture his hand and ask you to continue. The moment he does that, he has destroyed your registration. Because when you go to camp, they have to still verify that that fingerprint is yours. We have situations where prospective members will come and we realize that the fingerprint, because of failure to capture, is not theirs. It belongs to someone else. Or another mistake that you people make is that you go to a cafe, instead of you to use your phone number and use your email, because you don't have, you will tell the cafe man, he will now suggest, hey, use my email. Or maybe he's already on somebody's email that he's using successfully. He will link you and use that person's email and register you. And by the time you go to camp, maybe you have forgotten the credentials for registration, the email password, or the owner of the email has changed the password. You are in trouble. You cannot log into your password, your dashboard. And there are so many things that you are supposed to do with your dashboard. And if you cannot log in, then you are in trouble. So please, when you go to register, ensure that it is your fingerprint that he captures. Ensure it is your own email that you open and it is your phone number that he uses. And it is you yourself that has gone there. Don't send your husband or your father or your brother, go and do me NYC registration. You don't do that. And then you have to go with your correct passport. And please don't think because my brother has served, let me put his uniform to go and take picture for NYSC. If you do that, we'll send you back home. As you are now, you are prospective. You are not core members. Under the law, when you go through NYC Act, wearing of NYC kit item uniform is punishable by law. But because we don't go into that, you see many people, Achaba, all these drunkards sometimes see wearing the crescent NYSC. Don't say because my brother has served, let me put the crescent and snap picture and go for NYSC. You go to camp, we send you back. Don't do that. And then please, I can see all of you here look very decent. You go to some schools, you see some students, their hair is like one chicken like this. They call it modern fashion. Why are you looking at him? Is it like that he cut it? No, his own is well kept. It looks nice and he looks so gentle. You see them with hair like this when they come to camp. Of course, they say we should send them back. But sometimes, this is a human scheme. We overlook them and we take our eyes away. But the system, sometimes the system will not register them. The system will ask them to drop the passport and upload another one. And if they are not lucky, there's no chance for that. If the system does not give them that opportunity, that means they have to come back home and come back the next batch. So, and for the ladies, please, when you are taking passport, ensure you don't put spaghetti and snap picture. Some of you just leave their houses and say, let me go for Yao. As they are doing Yao, they see one photographer, say, let me snap for NYC. Then they will enter with their spaghetti and snap. If you do that, the system itself is automated. It will not register you. And if you should be lucky that the system is the one that recognizes that you are not decently dressed. If the system does not recognize, you will not be given chance to re-upload. It is the NYC official that will say, you go and change your picture. And you cannot change the picture because the system itself did not detect. And then we cannot register you because you are not decently dressed. So please, when you are going for NYC picture, be decently dressed. You understand? Be decently dressed so that you snap your picture very well. Don't go with your body chest open. You can put your t-shirt. Even if you're a lady, you can put a t-shirt. You understand? But don't go with your chest open. Even for the male, you cannot go with singlet and snap picture. It's indecency. We will not register you. You understand? So you have to look decent for the passport. And you must have a functional email. All communications between the prospective member and NYSC are done through their individual dashboards and via NYSC official social media handles. We have social media handles that we expect you to follow so that you hear one or two information before and during your service here. We want you to know that there is no correction of date of graduation, date of birth, or course of study when we register you. That's if you are registered in camp. But of course, you will not be registered because when you come to camp, we queue. You'll be taking paper one after the other, before you go for biometrics with the ICT. So in case you pass us out of one miracle or the other on your site, and you go and register, then later you realize that there is wrong information on your date of birth. It cannot be changed. You will bear it. I hope that's understood. So, are you tired? So, we are not tired because just like my friend here, your lecturer, on camp, we stay from morning till evening talking. So, who too will not be tired, as long as you are not tired. Now, when you misplace your call-up letter, if you did not pay for the services online, you have to come to your school and notify them and then apply. Then they will inform our headquarters, another call-up will be sent to you. But if you pay for services online, when you lost your call-up, it's just for you to carry a handset and then dial and reprint another call-up later. That is one of the advantages of the online listing. Now, deployment policy and security challenges. As I said earlier, deployment is the distribution of core members to their states of service. The NYSC deployment policy prescribes the equitable distribution of core members to all states of the Federation. In carrying out the exercise, no prospective core member is deployed to his or her state of origin, except on marital grounds or proven life-threatening sicknesses such as hepatitis, cancer, tuberculosis, sickle cell, mental disorder, etc. etc. But then, some of you that are as strong as this wood, because they don't want to be sent far away, you go and connive with some medical, not even medical, you go and connive with whoever will give you fake medical report and claim that you are cancerous, or you claim that you are a suffering from sickle cell disease. You don't know that our activity is online. Such documents you are uploading online together with your school documents, and such documents are permanently part of you because they are on your dashboard. And wherever NYC is putting your information, they will put there the core member is a cancer patient. So, if you want to lie, you can lie. We have so many ways of catching you. Management of NYSC is not unaware of the security challenges in some states like Zamfara, Borno, etc. Consequently, NYSC grants relocation to those who choose to be deployed to such states. If you, on your own, want to go to Zamfara, you will be given the choice. You understand? Such core members apply for relocation during orientation courses. If in the camp you want to be deployed to Zamfara and Borno, you'll be given the choice. NYSC too will deploy core members to such states, but they don't go to the states to do their camp. Some of those that have high security risk, they do their camp in other states. Then those that are willing to go back to the state and serve, they are free. Even in Borno, we have core members that are serving. But in the camp, you are free to apply for relocation, and you'll be given on security ground. However, it is not automatic when you apply for relocation and you want to go to a particular state. You might be applying for state A, you'll be taken to state B. That's if it is not unmarital. Unmarital, you automatically go to any state that you request if you fulfill the condition, which we'll get to that later. Now we have what we call concessional request for deployment. That's when you ask and request that I should be taken to so place. That's you are asking. Concessional requests for deployments are granted on two grounds, on marital and on health. And I've told you the health challenges that we consider. Now, concessional requests for deployment on marital ground. Please listen carefully if you are married. Married women who want to be deployed on marital grounds are expected to upload the following during registration online. One, you get affidavit of marriage from court, not from mosque. Some of you will go to a mosque and get marriage certificate. Nobody will listen to that. That is not legal binding. Somebody will go to church and get marriage certificate. That is not binding. What we need is legally binding documents that if tomorrow you are taken to court, you go to jail if you lie. So you go to court and tell the court that you are married and married. There are some of prospective court members that are single, but because they don't want to go far, they will claim that they are married. They will do change of name in the court and present to NYSC. Because NYSC now is saying that change of name is not mandatory. It's not mandatory for those that are on the mainstream. For those that don't have special issue, if you go online and apply and put your documents during registration, it's not mandatory. But there are some instances because you are dealing with a machine, with a system. It's not human being. It's a system. Sometimes this system, you just see your name will change because you uploaded the required documents. Your name will change. So if you are married, that one is okay. You understand? It's necessity. Because you are married, and your name has changed, it does not affect the documents. All you need to do is always carry the affidavit along. But some of these are women, they are hypocritical. Sorry, ma. Let me tell you why I say that. They will say, what if tomorrow the husband divorce me? They are not sure that they will spend their whole life with the husband. So they are afraid of changing his name. And that's very bad. You should leave that to God. If you are not with this husband today, and you marry the next husband, and he start asking you, why is his name on this document? Then ask him, were we married during that time? Simple. Or you want to go into the past. Let him go into the past and change the certificate. You know? So, if you present marriage certificate, it should be either changed or it will not be changed. Be ready for that. For those of you that are not married, don't go and falsify and fake marital papers and present to NYSC, because there is likelihood that your surname will be changed to the person that you present. So it is better not to even start that. So you present your marriage certificate, affidavit from court, newspaper publication for change of name. You have to present that too. I am married to Jacob Isa, and from now, my name used to be Mariam Ibrahim. I want to be Mariam Isa on the newspaper. You have to upload that one too. And then later, indicating your place of domicile, where you are residing with your husband. This letter is obtained either from his place of work or from local government of residence. You go to, maybe let's say Gombe here, Gombe local government, or Kumo, and they'll give you domicile letter, testifying that you are residing in social ward of the local government area. That is letter that we call domicile letter, which you also to upload. And then you look for your husband's ID card, driver's license, work ID card, or national ID card, and upload as well. If there is need, you put utility bill. If you don't have it, there is no need. I hope this is understood. These are the items that you will upload online as a married woman, and you will be deployed to any state of your choice, Abuja, Lagos, Port Harcourt, Borno, anywhere. But in case you upload these documents, and yet still you are deployed to other states different from where you want, please, NYSC is a human scheme. We don't want to separate you from your family. Don't go to anywhere you are taking. Just go to the camp nearest to you. If you are in Gombe here and you uploaded these documents and we take you to Adamawa or Bayelsa or Zamfara, don't go. Just go to our camp in Amada here. Go with these documents that I mentioned. You present to the registration officers there. Then they will now send it to Abuja, and then it will be changed that same day. Then you come and do your registration and do your camp in Gombe. So for married women, please, wherever you are deployed, if that is not where you want, where your husband is residing, don't go to that place. Go to the state that you want, and you will be registered there. I hope that's understood. Yes. So now let's look at the concessional deployment on health, the one that includes the gentlemen here. Health cases. Prospective corps members who want to be deployed on health grounds are to upload online during registration the medical documents from their institutions, health center, government, or military hospital. The registration number and phone number of the doctor should be on the medical report. We know that most prospective corps members, because of this AI online now, they can clone any documents. Any documents. They can even clone you talking to yourself. They will come to the camp with fake medical reports. As I said earlier, no matter how fake it is, we'll collect and put it, and you yourself, rather, you put it online on your dashboard, you use yourself to hang your neck. So these medical reports that are genuine, from genuinely sick prospective corps members, are expected to be uploaded online through your dashboard during registration. When you upload, you request to be deployed to your state of choice on health ground, and this request is accepted. Where this request is not accepted, you will not do like the married woman. You will not refuse to go. You have to go. to wherever you are posted to. When you go to the camp, you go with your documents. There's something we call emergency relocation. When you come to camp, that same day you do registration, you look for the gender desk officer and tell the person that I am sick and this is my sickness. The person will now take it and advise you on the processes to follow. You go to the clinic, they will check and see that you are truly, genuinely sick. They will verify, and then they will write and they'll give you permission to leave the camp immediately that same day. And at the end of the camp, you will get redeployment back to your set of desire. So the difference is that for married women, you don't have to go to where you are deployed to if you don't like. If that is not where you are residing, you come to camp in Gombe, we'll change it. But for on health ground, whether male or female, not married, you have to go to the states. You understand? Unless where the case is so critical, that is very critical. That one, your parents can go and meet the state coordinator in the state that you are and lay your case. If it's not mandatory though, if on compassionate ground, they can inform the Nysc director headquarters that this prospective corps member is having social challenge, then this will be changed. Otherwise, you have to go to that state by yourself. I hope that's understood. Yes. No medical paper from a private hospital should be entertained. Don't go to private clinic and get medical report. You have to go to government or military hospital where you find yourself. You understand? Now, you are nurses. I think all of you are nurses. Good. Nurses, better hear this thing very well. Nurses, doctors, and pharmacists, wherever you are taking, no relocation. If you are posted to Zamfara, you have to serve in Zamfara. If you are posted to Enugu, you have to serve in Enugu. No relocation for you. Only for married women. Otherwise, as nurses, anywhere you see your name, be prepared. That is why you spend that 1 year. So that relocation I mentioned earlier is for the benefit of hearing. It's not for you. It's not applicable to you. Yes. I hope that's understood. Yes.